Hey guys, a little change in schedule here this week. It happens sometimes. So make sure you're subscribed and you've hit the notification bell so you never miss a thing. This week it is a rather unusual tween vampire romance horror called Let the Right One In. This is my copy. I guess there are two different books, one novel and one stage play. I got the stage play, which is fine. It's just 94 pages of dialogue and a little bit of scenery, but still the full story. What this book and the movie have in common are the main characters and those around them. There is lonery Oscar with his divorced parents, school bullies, and the useless enabling gym teacher, and his growing bond with equally lonery yet mysterious Ely, who has her live-in hunter companion. Their shared interest in Rubik's Cubes and Morse code. And, of course, there's also the police commissioner on the hunt for a serial killer who hangs his victims by their ankles and drains their blood. What is only in the book is a few visits made by Oscar alone, and later on with Ely, to a candy store where he plays it cool with the shopkeep while he's getting a 5-finger discount on candy to cheer himself up. And later on, Oscar witnessing Ely's transformation while she feeds. The book doesn't go into details, but her eyes change, and she becomes something that walks on all fours. What is only in the movie is this crazy cat lady who gets in Ely's way and becomes a vampire, causing all her cats to attack her in ways that look just as ridiculous as on the movie Sleepwalkers. And she's not doing so well as a vampire, which prompts her to nope out in a blaze of glory. What is in both the book and the movie, but different, is first the demise of Ely's companion Hakan. When he's about to be caught, he ruins his face with acid, so he can't be identified and lead police right to Ely. And when she finishes him off in the hospital, it's done more discreetly and mercifully. A quick snap of the neck after she feeds, instead of a dramatic fall from a high window. Next is the way Oscar learns that Ely is not only a very old vampire, but a boy. In the book, she just tells him so. In the movie, he sees a castration scar when he's peeping on her, after she shows him that trick she does making blood seep out of her eyes and ears and skin pores. The last book-to-movie modification is the final showdown between Oscar and his tormentors in the swimming pool. He's being held underwater, and when the grip on his head is released, he's surprised to see Ely smiling down at him, and the pool area strewn with dead bullies. In the movie, while he's being held underwater, we see severed body parts falling into the water all around him. Then the book and the movie end with Oscar seemingly alone on a train, with a trunk at his feet that he's tapping a message of love in Morse code on. So, will this be happily ever after? Or will Oscar take up the mantle that Hakan left behind? Since this was short and sweet, as this book, we have time for some viewer comments. Alright. On World War Z, Berto of Berto's Reactions says, I felt it was a travesty how the World War Z film was adapted. It's not that bad as a zombie movie, but the missed opportunities of the novel stories is heartbreaking. Well, what else is there to say about World War Z than it looks like they just didn't even try? It's just another run away from zombies in the middle of rush hour movie. In my humble opinion, it needs to be a mini-series, and Neil Blomkamp needs to direct it because his movies are badass. Remember District 9, Elysium, and Chappie? I say put World War Z in his hands and it will be extraordinary. On I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, Andre Devia says, I've been waiting for this one. It's nice seeing you branch out once in a while. I must say I'm pleasantly surprised there hasn't been a solid movie adaptation of this yet. Alright, we've talked about it a little, but to elaborate, it may very well be in pre-production now that the dust from all the Saw and Terminator movies has settled, and also since Harlan Ellison has passed away. Long story short, he was never shy about suing over any perceived misuse of his work. So much so that he made a self-deprecating humorous appearance on The Simpsons. And that is all for this week's video on Let the Right One In. Please leave a like, and if you enjoyed or have any opinions, please tell me so. And I'll see you next week for Trainspotting.